When it's black, take a little time to hold yourself.
TVN, buongiorno, buonasera tutti.
Before it's gone.
Well, it took about 1.5 years to write the album, maybe a little bit less than that, maybe like 15 months or something, and then I recorded it in 2.5 weeks. So once I got all the songs together, it was quite straightforward, just getting in the studio, live band. All the tracks on the album, the core of the songs are live, because that was something I really wanted to do on this record. I really wanted to match the gigs more to the record a little bit, get a closer relation. I had enough space from my first 2 albums and touring. Naturally, you know, my father died, and I had a daughter within 2-3 year period, so like big things were happening in my life, in my personal life. So I just wanted it to be less poppy and just more meaningful, you know. Yeah, I just wanted it to be, I wanted it to be like I wanted it to be before, but I didn't know how to do it, you know. I didn't have the material, and I didn't have the experience to know how to get what I wanted. I mean, I just listened to a lot of music that I liked, you know. And when my dad died, I wanted to play a lot of music that reminded me of him, you know, which was Stevie Wonder and all the stuff that I was brought up on anyway, like Van Morrison. So I just tried to sort of subtly reference some of the music that we used to listen to together on the album, just so that it made me feel comfortable as well, you know. I just kind of wrote the songs with like certain little things, musical ideas in mind, but it was all just kind of, it was all about the writing, you know. If I got the lyrics and the melody right, then everything else would happen quite naturally, you know. And it did, you know. We just got in the room, and as soon as we started playing them, you know, you get an idea and a feel for what it should be. I just wanted it to sound happy and lively, real band in a room. I wanted to get a little bit of the sadness in there, but I wanted it to be a hopeful record, so I just tried to get the feeling across more than anything, really. I didn't worry too much about the instrumentation until we were recording it. But yeah, it was a good process. It was a nice way of working, you know. I took my time, so I was able to kind of reference all the music that I liked without having to try too hard to get it. The awakening is about my daughter and about kind of becoming a father and waking up to the idea of being a father and all of that stuff. But I still wanted to be quite subtle about it, you know. I wanted to leave it open-ended for people to interpret.
Say those words like there's nothing else. Close your eyes and you might believe that there is somewhere.
The sentiment of the song kind of fitted in with a lot of the theme of the album, you know, the awakening, waking up to life, and kind of, I don't know, that was what I was going for at the time, you know, and it felt like a nice introduction to the new album. It was kind of similar to stuff that I'd done before, but it sounded fresh enough to kind of make a difference.
If your sky's falling, just take my hand and hold it. You don't have to be alone, yeah. I won't let you go.
I've got other singles that are a lot more upbeat, and I really wanted to come in with something that was strong, but I would have somewhere else to go after it, you know. I think I Won't Let You Go, because it's similar to the first stuff, I think people won't be too surprised by the song. But the next single, Up, with Jessie J, and I've got another song, Slave to Music, that they're a lot different to that song, and I just kind of wanted to have more impact after the first song. Jessie J, to me, was the only person that I thought would be really interesting. If it worked, I knew it was going to be great, you know. So yeah, that was why I kind of worked with Jessie J, really. But she's great. She's a very clever, switched-on girl who knows what she wants, and she's a lot more switched on than I was when I did my first album. She can go anywhere. She can go absolutely anywhere. So I had to kind of just pull her back in, you know. And I kind of said to her, you know, I was like, Jess, you're like a Ferrari. I was like, in 5th gear. I was like, just bring it back to 3rd and it'll be sweet. She sounds so good when she doesn't even try. When she's just kind of singing in the room to herself, it sounds amazing. I wanted to get that side of her more than the yeah, oh, you know, all that kind of crazy good riffing. It's great R&B music, but I just wanted to get more pure version of her voice across on the song that we did. I'm just kind of setting the record up. I've got a little tour in November in England. But yeah, I can't wait to play live, man. These songs, you know, they felt good when I was playing them in the studio, and it was only 4 of us. So I've got an 8-piece band, like, you know, great brass section, great drummer, great guitar player, and we're a proper, you know, proper unit. You know, I went to see Bruce Springsteen play in LA, and I really kind of liked how he was a part of the band as well, you know. I hate those kind of singer-songwriters where they're like right at the front and then they got a little band in the back. They're just a bit embarrassed to be there, you know. I like feeling like I'm part of a band, and that's why I like playing live, really, because it just feels like I'm a band. I'm in a band, you know, which is always what I've wanted, really. I've never wanted to be a solo artist. I wanted to be in a good band. I've put my heart and soul into this album. I put everything I had into this album. So if it doesn't do well, then it's a reflection of what people think. And if me putting my heart and soul into a record turns out that no one likes it, then I'll be destroyed. But I'm lucky, you know, it's doing really well. And you know, I think the thing is, with albums, you know, there's a lot of people that will churn an album out just because they've got to do another album. But I really felt like I had to write this album to prove myself, to feel good about myself musically again, to feel like I'm ready to go out and leave my daughter at home and go out on the road and promote my new album. I really need to believe in it. So my main goal was to believe in my album, whatever it did sales-wise. You know, I think that's the thing. I was just prepared to fail. I didn't mind failing on this album. I was like, I like it, fuck it, you know. It's kind of, I'd rather live by that rule than be successful and not believe in what I'm doing. So yeah, I do feel the pressure, but in a nice, positive way, you know. Like, it's like, bring it on. I'm ready.